Forget everything you've known about Samsung's Galaxy phones. The Galaxy S6 has none of the features that this flagship line has been known for. Gone are the removable battery and SD card slot that so many power users have loved and relied upon. But surprisingly, these changes haven't crippled the appeal of the Galaxy S6. Instead, they've increased its premium feel. Not only do you now get a fantastic screen, speedy processor, and great camera, but also a stunningly beautiful piece of tech. Samsung's new approach may be unexpected, but it's absolutely paid off. The Galaxy S6 is a gorgeous device that strikes the right balance between being thin and sturdy. A sleek aluminum border separates the Gorilla Glass 4 that dominates the phone's front and back, and it even has wonderfully polished details, like tapered edges on its sides and colors that change based on how the light hits the phone. Like last year's phone, the Galaxy S6 has a 5.1-inch display, but its specs have been supercharged. Instead of a 1080p display, you now get a Quad HD Super AMOLED screen running at 2560 by 1440, or 577 pixels per inch. The specs are admittedly overkill, but the S6's screen is the sharpest screen I've ever seen on a phone of any size, with incredible crispness, excellent brightness, eye-popping colors, and no distortion. It looks simply spectacular from any angle. Aside from its head-turning looks, the Galaxy S6 is also the fastest Android phone I've had the pleasure of using. It easily flies through menus, apps, and any task you throw at it thanks to both its hardware and software. Housed within is an 8-core CPU paired with 3 GB of RAM, which deftly handled everything from multitasking while downloading large apps to playing graphics-intensive games like Brothers in Arms 3, Sons of War, and Asphalt 8 Airborne. Samsung has also finally taken a lighter touch with TouchWiz, its Android skin. In contrast to the sluggish, resource-hogging versions found on previous Galaxy phones, this version is fast and responsive, though it's not quite as pretty as a pure stock Android 5.0 experience. And thankfully, Samsung has stopped overloading the quick access menus with extensive, rarely used options. It makes quite a helpful difference in daily usage. In an Apple-like move, Samsung has kept the S6's back camera at 16 megapixels and instead improved it by making other tweaks. A wider aperture lens, optical image stabilization, and a combination of automatic high dynamic range and fast autofocus lets you take very clear, colorful shots without touching a single setting, even in low-light situations. You can still manually adjust nitty-gritty settings though, as well as shoot 4K video and 240 frames per second slow-motion footage. The latter isn't as smooth as on the iPhone 6 though. Battery life is more than reliable if you're an average user. I routinely got a full day's charge with an average of 20 to 30% still left at bedtime. The S6's battery is smaller than its predecessors though, so heavier media consumers may find it a bit lacking for their purposes. Fans of Apple's Touch ID will appreciate the Galaxy S6's front button, which has been designed to let you hold your thumb atop it to unlock the phone. No more swiping like on the S5. It rapidly recognizes fingerprints and unlocks the device immediately. The button also gives superbly instant access to the camera app via a double press. With the Galaxy S6, Samsung finally marries high-end components with high-end design and polish, delivering a top-of-the-line flagship that truly shines. Inside and out, it's a stunner, and although it has the price tag to match, the Galaxy S6 handily warrants the investment. Though some users will mourn the lack of a swappable battery and the expandable storage slot, the Galaxy S6 is absolutely the finest Android phone I've ever put my hands on. This is the phone to beat in 2015.